Welcome back to Lane Switching. Today, we're back with a pretty notable guest, someone who's been making motion in the city for a little bit now, but is definitely hitting his stride, I would say, right now. It's my guy, none other than Shim in the cut.
What up, bro?
Appreciate you. This has been in the works for a minute now. We've been trying to line this up, I appreciate you, pulling up. Let's doing this, and let's get right into it. Let's just talk a bit about you and, life before music.
Yeah,
and
for sure, man. I'm excited for this. It's been like I was saying earlier, like 3 months. We've been just talking, going back and forth. Next week, but now we're here. Let's do it for real.
For real. So let's get right into it, and let's just tell us a little bit about early life and life growing up and shit.
Okay, let's start it like this. Basically, I started like most kids, just in sports. And as growing up in Burundi, I was just always playing sports, like soccer mostly. Mm-hmm. I love soccer for my whole life. And I came here when I was 10 years old with my whole family, and quickly got into basketball. And then just when I'm 22 now, and that was like 10 years ago though. That I was playing soccer and stuff. And I don't know, it's been like my life. I just love it. I just love my life because I've been through so many things. Like especially as like growing up, like I saw so many things that here in Canada, I would like someone that's born in Canada and like grew up here, like would never see in their life, Mm-hmm. I think that's what kind of made me into the person I am now. So like my upbringing was nice though, like great family and friends around all the time. So I feel like it was pretty sick.
Yeah, that's super important. And just with the sports, was it a transition? Did you ever play organized soccer and then start playing organized basketball, or was it just pick up and then you kind of started taking it more seriously?
Basically, when it comes to soccer, I used to play just for fun, but then back in the days, I was giving it to those people, But then I never played. I never had the opportunity to play club though. That's one thing I really wanted to. Back in our country, like it's not like here. It's not like you don't have like school teams where you're playing. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like that. So I would just play at school for fun with my friends, and then when I got to Canada, it's when I started seeing more things like there's actually competitive basketball, competitive soccer, like teams from different areas in the city like are actually playing, and that's something I wanted to get into. So I kind of tried with soccer, but like I never really, cause grade 8, I was going to my grade 9 year, and I told myself I love soccer so much that like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spend half of the summer playing soccer. And all my friends used to play ball though. Mm-hmm. So and I really like ball, so I was like, I'm gonna spend one summer playing the half of the summer playing soccer, the other half playing basketball. And then I started with basketball, and I never went back to soccer.
That's fair.
I never went back to soccer a day in my life, man.
So, obviously getting into sports early, when was it actually when you started getting into music?
I would say the end, like after graduating. So I started playing organized basketball, like for a club team from the 9th grade taking 8th grade. From the 8th grade and before, I never played basketball like that. Like it's grade 8 summer, I grinded. Me and my boy Jordan, man, we just grinded every day of the summer. And I was like, yo, I have to play basketball on the team next year. And I made my high school team. I made a club team. And from there, I got better and better and better and better. Like we went on, I won a provincial championship, like with my club team.
That's sick.
All the way to like the 12th grade. And then as I was finishing school, I started I don't know why the algorithm on YouTube was just throwing beats on my head, So I was just listening to beats, and then some songs I really liked, I would just hear the song, and then I would really fuck with the beat, so I would just go and listen to the instrumental, and it was just I guess it was just so sick that I just was like, oh, you know what? Like, let me just start writing. And then that's how I really got into it. Just as I was leaving high school and entering my university, I started writing a lot. And yeah, that's I think that's how I started transitioning to music. Because I didn't record anything after like writing 10 songs. Like I wrote like 10 songs before actually recording anything,
Yeah.
you know. And that was all like after the 12th grade.
So when was it actually when you started like actually releasing the music?
When I started releasing the music, it was damn, I think it's 2020. My first release was like Million. But that wasn't my first recording though, you know. So I then after writing like 10 songs, my homie's like, yo, let's just go to the studio, you know. Like this is the story you probably hear like from every single rapper, everybody that does music. Oh, my friend told me to go to the studio, and then we went to the studio. But it was actually like that, and I made a song called Fall. It's actually out too. And after that, like I got great feedback, and I was still playing ball though. So like I didn't show anybody my music, but one of my teammates were on a trip to Toronto, and I was like, yo, just here's these earphones. Just let me know what you think. Don't say anything. Just let me know if you like the song. And then he was vibing to it, you know? And I was like, okay. And when I went back, like after that trip, and people just started like my friends that I sent the song to, they started giving me good feedback, and they like it, you know? As I liked it. I thought I was like, yo, I thought I was Travis Scott, man. And then I started just recording because it was just so fun, and then I liked it. And every time I recorded, it's like I got better and better and better and better every time. After every song, I got better and better and better. And just hearing the song after like writing it, recording it, and then you hearing it hearing the final product, that's what stuck with me, you know. That feeling, that's what made me fall in love with like actually making music. And especially when you like make music and then people are like giving you like their honest thoughts and they actually like it, and you're like, damn, like why not keep going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most
so
definitely.
that's how I got into actually like making music for real.
That's dope. And like you said, you know, your early childhood was spent in Burundi. How is your, you know, background coming from there? How is that you know, affected your sound? How has that bled into the sound of your music?
What's actually interesting is that like at first when I started making music, I wasn't really like I was mostly like, how can I say it? I was not as versatile as I am now today. Because if you check my catalog, it's like you have songs like L2B, which is like just a straight up rap banger.
Yeah.
And then you have songs like 16, which is like more Afro fusion, like Afrobeat type, you know. So like I would say when I started making music, I wasn't really tapping in with like my like community or like, you know, Africa. But then that's my favorite type of music is that type of music. It's like Afrobeat, Afro swing. That's like I love UK music. Like UK music, I feel like it's just so vibey. Like nobody can hate on it, you know. So I feel like when I started making rap songs, I was like kind of getting bored. I was like, let me just experience and then try to like, you know, make more like music where like people can vibe and dance and like, you know, that can like you can bump it in the club, you can bump it in your car, and like, you know. And then I made a couple of songs like that. They're not out yet, but then they're gonna be out because I feel like these songs are like so much better than the ones I have out right now, you know. And when I made those, that's what opened the whole lane. That's when I started really seeing more widely. Like I started, like I was still rapping. I still rap. Like I still make rap songs. Like if you check, like if what I record, I still make a lot of like rap, R&B rap, like melodic stuff. You know, like what I'm really into. But then at the same time, I started tapping in with the African culture, like, and then my culture, and then, you know, because that's what we listen to back home, you know. Back home, when you go in the club, it's not Lil Baby, it's not NBA YoungBoy, you know. It's more like December. December is actually like a sick artist that's from Burundi. He's like around my age. I think he's younger than me, but like he's doing his thing, you know.
For sure.
And he's one of the upcoming like East African artists for real. And just like us, I don't know. I feel like Burundi just has like that type of talent, you know. So then I'm like, I could be part of it too. I could be part of it. So, and I do make music like that. So let me just put it out. And then you've seen like the songs I have put out, you know, it's like, it's different, you know. It's, you got like rap songs, and then you got like Afro beats, and then, you know, just trying to give different vibes to different people.
Yeah, for real. And you know, speaking about new music and new music you have just dropped, actually the day we're recording this, you just released the single and visuals shot by Ben Telfer, Back at It. Talk a little bit about that project. Talk a little bit about that song. How did everything come together?
You don't actually understand how like I'm actually happy. Like I'm actually happy today because I've been talking about like this with my boy LV. Shout out to LV. You know, he's a big help. He's someone that's by my side. Like most of this, like the last 5 months, bro, we just been calling every day, planning, talking about like all this music shit. And Back at It, when I recorded it, like it was like, I think I recorded it like after 16, you know. And that was right after I got off the plane coming from Burundi. Like Back at It, I wrote it like on my way back from Burundi. Like I was in the plane bored as hell, and then I had the beat, and then I wrote a little some, got back. I went to visited Viva, which is the studio I record at, and I just tuned in. I said the first 3 lines, and then the rest just came off of my head, you know, like, and and it's been like 5 months since I recorded it. So, you know, like it's been long. So then after I recorded, I was like, I have to put this song out. Especially like after 16 and all these, like I was like, I have to put this one next, you know, because it just meant something to me, because it's fun, you know, like, and it's kind of like, it's talking about a situation like that I feel like is relatable to like almost everybody. Like, I'm talking about like a love and hate relationship between me and a girl, you know, where you like one day you're loving the girl, like you guys are all happy and stuff, the next day you guys are like, you're not so cool anymore, like, you know, it's just a cold air. And then I be on the phone with her, and then like sometimes she, you know, sometimes you're talking, I don't know if you go through this, but like I know some people watching this that might have gone through this, where like they're talking to someone, and then it's all like butterflies, but then some days that person gives you like cold air, and then you're like, you know what, like let me just back off.
Maybe not.
You know,
maybe
not. So that was the kind of vibes I was getting when I made Back at It, and then we shot the video with Ben Telfer. That's changed the whole game. We were definitely. Ain't nobody ever seen a video like this in the city. I think this is the video of the year. I'm still waiting on. It's the beginning of the year, but I'm gonna be waiting for a better video, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, shout out to Ben though. Shout out to Ben for real.
Definitely a banger, and sick visuals too. You know, tune out of this interview for a minute and go check out that sick video, because it's a banger for sure.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it. You were talking about a song that you just dropped last year, and that was 16. Personally, I would say it's one of the best songs of 2022 coming out of Ottawa. Just talk a little bit about that track. How did that come together?
16. Woo. 16 is another one like of my experiments, I would say. Like 16, I actually was recording another song. I was with one of my producers. His name is Ray Beats. He actually he's a sick producer from here. He recently actually made a beat for Soulja Boy. Yeah, he's like actually doing his thing, and this guy is sick with the keys, like. And we're making a song, right? And he was like, yo, let me just play you some other beats I'm working on right now. He goes and he plays the 16 beat. He's like, yo, I made this yesterday. Yo, when I tell you, I'm like, yo, let's stop what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Let's hop on this beat, because this is fire. This is fire. So then he started playing that beat. and I like freestyled the first like the she was 16 running early in the morning, that part. And I was like, yo, that hook is sick, but I need a sick verse. Like this beat is way too sick to not have a sick verse. So then I was like, you know what, let's stop, let me go back home, let me write some shit, and I'll go to the studio and I'll finish it like that. Cause me, I like mostly writing. I feel like I'm good with the pen, you know. So I like writing my music, and it feels more like authentic. Like it's a better experience when like I write something and then I go to the studio, I actually record it, and it sounds proper, you know. But I lately been trying to like freestyle. Like I've been getting into more freestyles. Like you see back at it is like a freestyle, you know, type shit. Um, but like 16, I definitely 16 is one of my personal favorites. I'm not gonna lie. From the ones that are from my songs that are out, definitely check out 16. Like I feel like
Yeah.
you can vibe to it. There's rap in it, and then the beat is just like I don't even know what to call it. You know,
It's fire.
It's just a sick beat. So definitely check out 16. And it's I shot a video like in Rwanda and Burundi at the same time for 16. So but we still haven't completed the video.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited and to be working on it so I can put out a sick project, you know.
Yeah,
I feel like when I drop the 16 video, it's gonna be like, because people already fuck with it, people are already streaming it. So like when I drop the video, like people are gonna want to see the actually like the story behind it, and I'm gonna make it all about my experience in Burundi that I had this summer. Like
yeah,
that's the goal of the video basically. So that's why it's not complete yet, you know.
Yeah, most definitely.
But it's coming.
And actually, another pretty well-known guy out here in the city, TKMN.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think, October of 2021 when he dropped Hardaway.
Yeah.
And it was just this year you hopped on the remix. How did that come together?
Yo, me and TKMN, I can say, bro, I haven't been knowing him for like the longest, but me and TK have a great connection. TK is someone that I met at my first show ever. Like even he was there, remember? Yeah. Like we had a show at this bar like downtown.
Yeah.
And it was just there was a couple people performing from the city, but like I didn't know anybody. Me, I was just there, you know. I
was that the
there.
Rainbow?
It wasn't the Rainbow. It was where? Avant-Garde?
Yeah, right next to us.
Yeah, it's like right beside Savannah Lounge,
okay.
you know. So had a show there, and TK was one of the people performing, and like nobody knew TK, and TK is like not the flashiest person, but so like nobody really paid him mind when he was sitting down, you know, like but then like he went on stage. It was his turn. He was right before me, and he picked up the mic. He was like, yo, my name is TK, and I just have like one song to record, you know, to perform.
Mm-hmm.
And he played the beat, and TK is just so talented that this guy is just goes a cappella. Like he can go a cappella. So he did the song with no playback, you know, and he started performing. Like automatically it caught my attention, you know, but I didn't know him. You know, some people like when they don't know people, and even though their shit is fire, they're gonna tend to like lay back and not give as much love, you know, just because they don't know the person. But me, I'm not the type of person to be like that. Like if you're doing your thing, if you're you know, working towards something, me, I'm always be there to support, you know. And like TK just started performing, and I just love the song. So then I told my friends, let's all go support this nigga, you know, like we don't know him, but his shit is fire. We're all here for the same reason, you know. So then it was just there vibing to it, and just from there I got to know him. We chopped it up. After that we started talking, you know, social media, phone calls. We hit the studio together, and then we decided that I think Hardaway needed a remix, and then I was like, I love the song. Let me pay my respects to the song, and let me add a verse to it, you know?
Yeah.
And then we went ahead and did that and just released it recently, like not too long ago. and that's really how Hideaway came about. It wasn't really like it wasn't a remix from the get-go that we had planned, you know. It was just something, just it wasn't out of nowhere, but it was just unplanned. And yeah, we just made it because it was just sick, and he liked the verse, and we just made it happen, you know. Because some people really fuck with it. I'd be getting DMs like, yo, Hardaway is like one of my favorite tracks. So like, yeah, I'm happy I did that, you know, because people need to put their eyes on TK because he's the next big thing in Canada.
Oh yeah, TKMN. If you haven't tune into that is that artist, because he's got bangers. And you know, I mean, I think you guys as well, you performed it together.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, it's a great track, and I think you fit perfectly on it. You know, outside of just making the music, you know, with a music career, with being an artist, that opens a lot of doors. So what other, I guess you could just say, you know, business ventures or whatever, what other things are you interested in getting into that's art related, just outside of the music, you know?
Okay. Outside of music, okay, I've been trying to get into like I'm very like open-minded when it comes to a lot of things. So these days there's so many opportunities to make money and etc. So like I kind of like experienced my stuff, and I kind of found myself loving the whole trading world, and like trading like currency pairs, like you know, that's super interesting. And I'm like, as we speak right now, like that's what I'm like really learning on. I'm locking in on that. Like when I'm not in the studio, when I'm not like when I'm home, I'm just basically always like learning these like trading example, like it's something like I feel like it's a way out, you know. It's not an easy skill, but
No.
it's a skill that if you like can master it, that it will like definitely like take you out of the hood, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really patient on that. I know it's gonna take a while, but then I'm focused on just locking in the skill and just learning more every day, and I just can't wait until to see what the future holds, you know, because I know it's not easy, but so was in basketball. When I started basketball, I was so ass. When I tell you, I was actually ass, bro. And like I went from really ass to actually good, and all that within one summer. One summer of just putting in the hours. Like I told you, I was at the court every day. Like this is no jokes. Every freaking day, just working on my craft, and it paid off. I can say, even if I didn't make the league, I can say that like putting in that work really paid off. Cause then basketball brought me places, like made me travel Canada. I went to the States. I like just met so many people that I would have never met if I never played basketball, you know? So I feel like just me focusing and putting in the hours, I feel like that's the only thing we gotta do with anything you're trying to do, you know. So I look at it the same lens when it comes to trading. I know it's not easy, you know, but if I put in the hours, it's definitely gonna come.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely gonna come. Who knew when I was in 8th grade that I would have been a provincial champ? Who knew I would have made this team? Who knew I would have made that team? You know, like it's just something like. And the same thing, people are telling me now, like, oh damn, you're really doing that? Like, damn, good luck. You know, they're looking at me with a side eye, you know? Yeah. But I don't really look at that because I know my end goal, and I know that if I keep focusing, I'm gonna achieve it, you know? And they're gonna see it, you know? And they haven't, you know, it's gonna be motivation for them, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, for you, putting your mind to something, you can definitely accomplish it. For you, you've had, you know, success in basketball. Now you've had early success in music as well. So who knows, whatever you would dabble in, you know, if you put your mind to it, you can definitely accomplish it. So,
yeah.
You know, for 2023, you're already starting off with a banger. You're already, you know, hitting your stride early. But what can we expect for the rest of the year?
Okay, yo, this year, I'm not going to do like last year. This year, I'm going to actually focus and put out music for real. Because last year, I didn't really like, I think I dropped like 3 songs. 2 of them were features, you know? 2 or 3 of them was 4 songs maybe at total, but I think 3 and 2 of them were features. One with Real Glow, he's a Montreal artist. We put out this song called Give It To Me, it's a sick song. Like it's super sick. Once again, like it's a whole like other vibe. It's not really like rap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we have like 2 racks on that song too. He's a drill rapper, but he's on that song and it's like a whole vibe. It's called Give It To Me. It's out like everywhere. And then after that, I put out 16, and then obviously the Hardaway remix.
Yep.
That was last year, you know. But this year, starting off with Back at It, and then I'm preparing some crazy bangers, you know, all sorts, like I already told you, you know. But you can most definitely expect a lot of dope videos like Back at It, and just great sounds, you know, things that the city needs. And yeah, I feel like I'm gonna bring the vibe to the city. I'm gonna bring the vibe to the city. You know, I'm gonna bring that East African vibe because else we just vibe. You know what I'm saying?
For real, and you know what I mean. You've already got a lot of motion. You've already made a lot of noise in the city. You know, if people want to check your music out, check you out, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Shim in the Cut on Spotify, Shim in the Cut, Apple Music, basically everything, even on Instagram, TikTok. You guys gotta tune in on my TikTok because I know you guys be scrolling on TikTok every day, seeing the same shit. But I bet you if you check out my TikTok, it's gonna change, you know? Check out my TikTok, definitely. But yeah, you can definitely find me everywhere. Shim in the Cut, SHIM in the Cut, you know? Just simple like that. And yeah, basically, shit. Yo, Back at It, bro. If you haven't checked the video and you're watching this, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go check my bio.
So, if you haven't already, go watch Back at It. New music video shot by Ben Telford. That was the Shim in the Cut interview. I'm DF2. That's Shim in the Cut.
We out here. And yo. Let's give it up to him too, yo. I want to give it up to you because not a lot of people really do this in the city. Like there are some that started but that are not doing it right now. You know, you're one of the few in the cities that's actually like tuning in with rappers, like. And yo, I just want to big up you, like big up to you, fam, and keep doing your thing, cause you too, like you're growing your channel, you're growing your following, and then like I see that, you know, a lot of people might not tell you this, but like a guy like us artists, we appreciate guys like you, cause like not a lot of people show love to the culture, you know, like that, and you're just like very genuine, and then from the first day you DM me. From the day we met until now, like I feel like you always show the great energy, you know. So I want to like give it up to you for real.
Appreciate it, and same with you, dog. You know, we'll keep working, and you know, best of luck for your music career in the future and everything else. Again,
you know what it is, man. It's your Bouja boy, the one and only Shim in the Cut. Go check Back at It. I'm gonna say it till like as long as I can. Go check Back at It.
Go check Back at It, y'all. Peace.
One time, one love.